Welcome aboard to World of Sea Battle, a free-to-play open world MMO in the golden age of Sail, where thousands of captains are out there trading, raiding, exploring and fighting for dominance across the seas. You can play as a pirate, a merchant, you can team up with others, or you can get involved in PvP, PvE, even the economy and port wars as well. So in this tutorial I'll walk you through your first hour, the key menus, the early skills that'll save you some time, and the simple loot so you can start earning gold in game and sailing those seas with the ships that you want. So let's first start with logging in and setting the game up properly. So if you don't have a Steam account, you can create one on Steam's own site. So you can go to the Steam login page, you can hit join Steam and follow the prompts to register. If you already have a Steam account, then you can download the game into your library and then you can install and launch from there. It is a free-to-play game, so you're able to just go ahead, launch straight away and jump straight into the game. Right, on your first login you're going to see a server selection screen that you have in front of you now. Right now I have selected server NA1, but what we can see is RU1, EU1 and NA1. I currently have an account on EU1, so I can't demonstrate that, but the servers are the same, they're just in different regions. What we're going to do is we're going to click on NA1 for now and create the account. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to log in via my Steam. So this is where you're going to create your captain. Now you can change your username later, but it may cost real money to do so. So right now I'm going to put in my captain name, which is Shotgun Berry, and then we're going to go _ TTB. We won't actually, it's just Shotgun Berry. Now friend's ID is a code that you can enter in order to gain benefits. So right now my friend ID is on the screen. By entering that code, the benefits that you will receive are, as a new player, you'll get 3 days of premium, you'll get +3 additional ship slots, which will save you actually buying them in game. If you're on EU, go ahead and use my code there if you want. Valid. Let's just create Shotgun Berry. Think of this game as a loop. You start in port, you sail to do something, combat or trade, and then you're going to come back, you're going to sell, you're going to repair, and you're going to upgrade. If you learn the port menus early on, the game is going to become way easier. Alright, welcome to the main UI. So I'm going to keep this simple, so once you understand these corners, you'll never feel lost again. So in the bottom left over here is your current ship panel. Right, at the top you can see the ship name, mine is the Pickle, rate 7. And underneath you've got important information like you've got durability, armor, speed, maneuverability, plus your hold and warehouse capacity, ammunition, weapons, swivel guns and crew, all here. Below that you're also going to see upgrades and designs, so that you know what's installed and what you can improve next. Designs allows you to customize your sails, your ship, and also add lanterns, which can give you additional improvements later on. So in the top left corner we've got your captain portrait, which also houses your character info. If you left click on the portrait, it opens up your skill points and your skill trees that you're able to select. You also have your current level, mine is level 2, and you also have an XP bar for progression to the next level. Currently I'm 123 of 240 before I reach level 3. Also here you're going to have your gold balance. The gold is what you're carrying on you right now, and that is important. It does not include any gold chests that you may have stored in any of your ports. And to see what you have installed in a port, following the tutorial, when you're docked, you just press T. This is your port storage. It shows currently I have 1 ton of 50 tons. In my port, at this I have 29 rum and 3 wreckage. This is where you will see gold chests when you have them stored here. The ammunition is a shared warehouse. This follows you everywhere in game. On the left side is the hold of your ship. to the top you have 3 consumable slots, 1, 2 and 3. By clicking on these you can buy or make consumable items to place there. We'll talk about this later. In the ammunition is where you'll store your ammunition. In resources is where any of the items in the port storage can be placed into a resource on the ship. And you'll see down here you have your speed and the losses from sinking. Should we be sunk, we will lose 40% of what we have in the ammunition, and the resources will drop into the sea. So back to the UI. In the top right is your quick access menu. These icons take you to things like the encyclopedia, the logbook, the friends, your ratings and achievements, the guild should you join one or create one, and also the guild rankings. You can normally click on these by simply left clicking, or if you are out in sea you press Control plus left click. That will give you the mouse icon and allow you to press then left click on the screen. Now down to the bottom right is your chat menu. And that's it. Ship info in the bottom left, character and skill top left, menus top right, and chat bottom right. Now that you know where everything lives, let's start with the next step. Now let's talk about the key port buildings you will use all the time. First is a shipyard. This is where you'll build your ships, and this is where you clearly see your progression down each ship line. Each line has its own XP track. As you can play and earn XP, you're pushing towards the next ship in that branch. Anytime you're thinking, what ship am I working towards next, going into the shipyards and looking is going to be your answer. Next in line is the workshop. This is your weapons and your production hub for the game. So the workshop is for weapons, which can be purchased, built, or later down the line you can use pirate tokens at a pirate port to purchase these weapons here. Then we have smelting. In here you will pick up items such as antiques, which you can smelt for iron bars and copper bars later on down the line. Also weapons can also be smelted to give you additional iron bars, etc. Later on, if you're not going to sell them or use them. Then we have the crafting. So here you're able to set up workshops, and from these workshops you can craft items. So right now, if I wanted to make beams, I would have to equip a beam workshop, and then I would need these resources to craft said item. We'll go into more detail that on another video, but what you can see from here is you can produce iron, you can produce copper, you can produce coal. All of these require resources that you pick up or you purchase, and then later on you can also convert gold to chests and also other items to make additional. For example, making provisions, you would need these following items, and then you could craft provisions. Now over here is the trading house. This is where you're going to make your money and you're going to stock up. Okay, you can trade goods here between the north and the south, for example. So you can buy low in one region, sell it over and sell it in demand for a higher price in another region. This would be done in the market tab. Just to give you a quick overview, should you wish to do that kind of gameplay right now, anything that is white, when you read it, it will say, for example, we are in the south, it says can be found in the southern region. This is where you want to buy. These are products you want to buy. Any product that is showing with this slight yellow tinge, if you were to sell it here, you would get profit. These are items that would be found in the northern region. So you are going to make profit from so you will buy low in the south, for example, tobacco, coffee, nuts and sugar, all made in the south, all white, so they're cheap to buy here. You would then sail these to a northern port where you would sell them. In the northern port, the sugar would have the slight yellow tinge to it to indicate it's a high buy price. That's basic market trading. You can also trade goods such as wood, rum, fabric, fresh meat, resin and grain. These can also be traded as, but again, that can be covered in another video. This is also where you're going to purchase items like ammunition, barrels, swivel gun ammunition, although these are additional swivel gun ammo. You do not have to purchase these to make your swivel gun work. It will work on a permanent ammo that you have embedded into every ship. Also on this, you're going to have the auction for players. This will include all player auctions in your area. You can only buy from the port that you are currently in. From here, you'll be able to pick up extra goods, extra weapons, and even ships from players. Alright, and the last but not least is the Tavern. Okay, this is the main mission hub area. Okay, on this screen you have 3 mission types, plus you have 2 additional tabs options at the top. One is guild missions. Obviously you will be required to be in a guild for this, and the other is trade routes. If you're looking to make money through hauling goods, the trade tab, by clicking on it, it will bring up a profitable trade route. I am on a beginner account, so right now I don't have any showing, but it will come up here. It will tell what to buy, from where to buy it, and where to transport it to, how much you need to buy, and how much profit you will make from that haul. So if you're wanting to budding trader, trade routes is the way to go. Next we have privateering. Privateering is the combat pass. So these missions focus mostly on sinking ships, boarding ships, destroying sails. If you're wanting constant action while at the same time reaping the benefits, as you can see here, you click on get rumor and you'll see that it'll open up. For example, this one is a robbery quest. On completing the quest, it tells me I will receive that gold, that experience, that scrolls, and that reputation. Over here we have a trade route, so this is telling me basically for a trade route you're going to be killing trading NPCs, and after doing so you'll get this amount of benefits. And this is a warrant. Warrant is you're going to go out and you're going to kill a pirate, and again you'll get the that's what your rewards that you will receive. Transport is as it states, simple delivery jobs where you'll take an item from point A to point B. It grants steady progress, it helps you learn the map, and they're very fast for progressing through getting your standings between the different factions in the game. So for example, a simple beer delivery, you will pick up the beer here and you will deliver it to a destination. The destination is Fiji Bay. It tells you the distance you'll be traveling, the cargo, and you can see the rewards. The next is assistance. This is basically helping people out, so they can range from minor jobs to bigger recovery kind of tasks. We have a ground here where you will open, and basically you will give them 62 they will give you 62 beer, and you will go take some crew from location A and drop them off at a port. Then we also have sabotage. This is where you'll go and you'll destroy a ship, but at the same time you'll have a secondary task, and that is ensure that you don't die, basically. So maintain ship's durability higher than 0% is that your ship does not die, otherwise you will fail the task. Assistance quests can also be things such as picking up wreckage, etc. What you will also have is you'll do all these by generating the rumors. What you'll also find is that on occasion, when you click into these, there is the possibility that you will get a special crew member, and when you do so, they will be in your crew option that you have down in the left here, and again that will be discussed on a future video. Should any time you click on the refresh on these, or the refresh is not available, it's more than likely because the rumors in the city have gone down to 0. That means you cannot do any more quests until they refresh. I guess this is to stop you from constantly spamming and bots, potentially bot actions. So, quick closing line for all this is that the Tavern is basically your mission picker. You're going to choose your categories, you're going to get your rumours, and then you're going to have objectives that you follow. If you want pure profit, you could also check the trade tab route up here and just do trading. But that is your Tavern. One last side note, once you've actually selected the rumours, by pressing M will bring your map up. You can see where you need to sail to accept these quests. And you'll simply do so by sailing to them, getting within radius of the ship that is issuing the quest, and pressing spacebar. Okay, as you've been progressing through the missions, you're going to come across the first mission to build your new ship, which is going to be the Horizont T. It's a combat class ship, and it's one that you're going to be using for a little while anyway, especially while you're going through the tutorial missions. So we can be using the logbook to track all our missions in one place. Okay, right now we've got our starter mission again, which we can see here, which is to build my first ship. So we're going to do a step-by-step on how this works. Let's say from the logbook you can track the objectives, so it stays clear and invisible for when you're sailing around. It makes it easier to keep focus and not lose track of what your current missions are or where you're going. Obviously each mission will have a track button, which will then show on the world map where you need to go to. So first off, we're going to click into the shipyard, and we're going to check exactly what we need to build the Horizon. So we can see in the combat line here we have the Horizont T. So we're going to click on the Horizont T, and this is where we can see the requirements. In my case, I'm short on wood. I have the iron, I have the fabric, but I'm missing the 688 wood. I only have 556 gold, so we're either going to have to go get some gold, or we're going to have to get some wood. Either way, we're probably going to go out now and kill some NPCs. But what we do need to do is track this resource. So it will now track what I need to build the Horizont T. So let's go out, kill some NPCs, and grab some wood. Just on a side note, and you can see in the top there is a nightshade in front of us. There is also two icons on the right. That indicates what he is carrying. He is carrying wood and fabric. By pressing the E key to bring up your menu, to bring up your glass, you're able to see all the information about the ship. Now, even though this player has engaged him, we can also engage him to get a portion of the loot. Here's an example of one of those mission ships. As we sail up to it, you can see the icon over it. It's a stationary ship. It asks you to press spacebar, and then you can choose to accept or decline the mission. Most importantly, you can also choose the faction that you want the standings for. So in this particular reason, for this one, I would probably pick Antilla, as I'm in the British area, and I go accept. Now I have that mission. Also, and if you look, it says deliver animals to Las Contino Bay. So it's tracking the mission. While sailing around, you're going to see items like this. They'll show on your minimap down here as a little blue icon. You can take those, and they contain items such as gold, pirate treasure maps, rum, wood. Then you also have these little boat icons that you can see on the minimap there in the bottom right. These contain crew. So these are free crew that you can pick up with the possibility of getting special crew. So right now I picked up some fish, tackles, and I've received 5 mercenaries. can see there in the bottom left it said I'd unlocked the following ship. That means I've gained enough experience in the class of ship that I'm currently running in the ship line to unlock the next vessel. Okay, we're going to quickly head back into port. We'll buy the remaining wood we need and we'll build the first ship, the Horizont. And here's a quick piece of advice for you. If you press T to bring up the warehouse, you'll see this cog icon here. Click on the cog icon and untick unload all to warehouse. We'll unload all by pressing the two arrow icons to the right. As we can see up here, we're just shy 307 wood. So let's click on the trading house. Let's go to buy wood and let's type in here 307. We're currently shy. Buy to store. Let's sell our fish. And let's sell any other items that we do not need. We do not need rum right now. Let's sell the rum. Okay, now we should be able to buy 307. Buy to store. So now we will click on Shipyard and we will click on Horizont, and you'll now have the option to build with the time it will take to build. Click build, and now your construction has begun. Okay, let's do a quick end cap and wrap this video up. It's been going on for a good 20 minutes. Basically, that's the beginner setup done. So today we've logged in, we've walked through the main UI, we've learned what each port building is for. So in short, Shipyard is for building ships and tracking your XP progression lines. Workshop is for crafting, weapons and smelting. Trading house is for basically north to south, south to north trade routes, purchasing consumables and player auctions, and the Tavern is for your missions and your trade route tips. So then we also use the logbook to track our starter missions and also to or check in the requirements in the shipyard and then adding those to the logbook as well to track any progression for building ships. And the final part is we got to build the Horizont, which is our first combat ship. So from there, next steps are simple for you as a player. Keep tracking your quests in your logbook. Your logbook is key in this game. It tells you everything you need to know. Run missions and upgrade your reputation with all three factions. Find yourself a guild. There's lots of guilds out there. Take your time and find yourself one, or create your own with your friends. I hope this helped you out a lot. Drop a comment, drop a like, and even a subscribe if you feel like it. Next video, we can either do an extra starter, so we can do more towards the map, the functions of the map, as well as any of the UI functions that we haven't done, graphic settings, etc. Or we can maybe do, how to make gold. We could do definitely a solo PvE build video, or even start doing some, ships for progression and builds for progressing down each line. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you out in the sea. Take care.